If you could only have one meal for the rest of your life.
Oh, this is going to be easy.
Okay, tell me.
Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and fried okra.
Welcome to CelinaRadio.com. Recorded right here in Celina, Texas, a quiet little dusty, sleepy town that has absolutely nothing going on. Now, guys, we know so much better than that. Celina isn't a dusty little sleepy town. It's the most amazing town in the United States. And if you don't believe me, just ask me and I'll tell ya. And part of what makes Celina so awesome is its people. And on the show today, we've got Rachel Baty. She is one of those people that makes Celina fantastic. And if you don't know the name Rachel Baty, you're probably going to know the store. The store is called Annie Jack, and it's located on the downtown square. And we had the opportunity to sit down with Rachel and talk all about Annie Jack, how she got to where she's at today, what her vision is for the future, and I may have just thrown a little curveball in there as well. Now, Rachel was a very, very good sport and didn't end up throwing me out of her store, although I think she probably should have. And you're going to want to listen to that, but more importantly, you're probably going to want to watch that because, yes, we have video. So as you listen to the episode, you're going to hear where you can go and actually watch that part of the episode that probably put my life in danger just a little bit with Rachel. Like I said, she was a good sport. She didn't throw me out. We did have a good time, and I think you're going to enjoy watching and listening to that. So guys, let's get started with Rachel Baty of Annie Jack. Guys, I am here today with Rachel Baty of the very, very famous Annie Jack. Thank you so very much for being here today.
Of course.
We're set up right in the middle of your store, and it's a beautiful and amazing store. And I'm real curious, what in your life led you to be right here, right now in Celina, Texas, owning this store?
Oh, great question. Well, as many people know, we were a military family, and then we were an oil family, and what that meant was lots and lots of moves. So we moved about every 2 years. The longest we'd ever lived anywhere was 5 years, when we were the ones always out of Texas, even though we were Texans. So when we got back to Texas, we had been visiting Celina family here, maybe 25, 30 years. And this is where we wanted to land. So my husband got a job in Dallas, and we said, Celina is our hometown, and since we weren't going to move with this job, I got super involved downtown. Loved downtown. Downtown was the jewel to me. Got on lots of boards, Celina Ladies and Friend president, Main Street president, all kinds of ways to get involved. Helped start the farmers market that's now Friday Night Market. And because of that, I knew Sunny Page. She was one of the businesses down here at the time, back in 2015. And she pulled me aside and said, hey, I know you know a lot of people. Is there somebody you could think of that might want to buy? Or, can you think of anybody? And we were at lunch, and I said, don't ask anybody else. I'm in. I want it. And she goes, really? And I said, yeah, it was before Christmas. So she said, let me get through Christmas, and then we'll talk. And so January, February of 2016, and then we launched March, and I slowly started changing it over to Annie Jack and never looked back.
So is there a significance to the name Annie Jack? Like, where did that come from?
Absolutely. Well, I'm adopted and firstborn, so boy or girl, they didn't care. My parents were from Houston, and they were coming up to stay with my grandparents and outside of Corsicana so they could get closer to Fort Worth, where I was coming from. I came from Edna Gladney, and my great-grandmother was living with my grandparents. My great-grandmother's name is Annie. My dad's name is Jack, or was Jack. And so they're bantering back and forth. Boy, Jack, girl, Annie. Okay, whatever it is. Let's just call it Annie Jack. While my mom is on the sidelines going, neither one of those are a biblical name. So we went with Rachel. But my whole life growing up, it was, you could have been Annie Jack, which actually I like.
Wow, that is a very interesting story. I had no idea, but I love the fact that it came from, this melding of, names that they were considering for you back in the day. And I'm guessing that they were never able to actually see this come to fruition. Did they live long enough to actually see Annie Jack the store?
My mom lived the first year. She died the first year I was in Annie Jack at the other side of the square. My dad died when I was at Baylor.
Okay, so
he didn't.
So he didn't get to see it, but I'm certain that he is looking down upon us and very, very well pleased with you, because this is an amazing store. And I've kind of followed you since you were on the other side of the square. You were in that used to be a hotel, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was the Old Nelson Hotel. Great building.
That was an amazing store. And the first time I walked by there, I was like, I've got to kind of do a walkthrough with a video camera. And I got with Justin, and we did a little thing. You sat down with us and talked a little bit, and were gracious enough to let us film. And to this day, I still love that video. It's just a fantastic video. But give me an idea. I did a little research, and I noticed that you call this a lifestyle boutique. What does that mean?
To me, a lifestyle boutique is the way you feel when you first walk in. I mean, when you walk in the door as a customer, I want you to feel at home. I want you to feel like, okay, relaxed, I can stay a while. It's about the smells, the music, the way it's laid out. That's why we have an espresso bar with small bites and a courtyard, so that you feel like you can just stay here a while and feel at home.
How blessed or lucky do you feel to be right here on the square right now?
Oh, so fortunate. This is where I wanted to be from the day one when we landed in Celina. And it's hard to come by. And so I feel very blessed to be here, and I love this new location. I'm front and center. I get to see all the action, what's going on. Sometimes over at the other place, I'd have to kind of look around the corner and see what's happening on the square. Christmas time is fabulous. I got a front row view of the decorations and the huge tree. It's just amazing.
It's just awesome that this all comes together for you like this, but we're not going to get too much into Annie Jack. I'm a little more interested in Rachel Baty, so I've got some questions for you, and none of these have you heard until now. I didn't send you any prep for this, so this is all straight off the cuff. So
should I be worried?
You ought to be worried just a little bit. If you heard my interview with Eddie Caulfield across the square there,
I did. I'm kind of excited. I don't see Girl Talk standing here somewhere.
Yeah, you don't see Girl Talk sitting here, but you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you did bring a bag.
That's right. You never know what might be in that bag there. But give me first question. What's your best tip for making the world a better place?
Be kind. You don't know what somebody's going through.
Boy, isn't that the truth? I always say, just be good. Like, you may not like this or have a problem with that, but just be good. I mean, we're all human beings, and we all have these struggles and stuff, so I love that. I expected a little longer answer, but...
Oh, sorry.
No,
it's pretty simple. You just be kind to people.
But that's a testament to that, is the fact that, yeah, you can kind of answer that easily. Just be kind. I love that. If you could have dinner with 3 people from history, who would you invite? All of them at the same time, sitting down for the same meal. Who might you invite from history to sit down and have dinner with you?
Okay, well, the first one's going to be Jesus.
Okay, that's good.
Winston Churchill.
Wow.
And Audrey Hepburn.
Okay, that is one I didn't see coming. That's awesome. I love that. So where are you going to take them?
Can I go somewhere for drink, then dinner, then dessert?
Remember, you have Jesus with you, so you need to...
Well, I believe he would have had a drink with somebody.
Okay.
Well, I'm partial because Toasted Walnut started in Annie Jack, so
well,
we're going to Toasted Walnut.
Take them to Toasted Walnut. What are you going to suggest to them at Toasted Walnut?
Jesus might want the Wagyu burger. Winston Churchill, golly. It wouldn't be a salad. He might have, he might go for the brisket patty melt.
Okay.
And definitely Audrey and I are having the chicken and avocado.
I love it. That is fantastic. Would you invite them across the square into your store?
Oh, absolutely.
Would that be the best?
Yeah, absolutely. They've got to have
Fantastic.
espresso or maybe tea. Audrey might want tea.
Right. You could even let her try on some of these cute little outfits and stuff I see on the wall over here. Wouldn't that just be
That would be amazing. Maybe she'd do Facebook Live with me. Wouldn't that be cool?
I think you might become very famous at that point. So, give me an idea. What inspires you?
Helping people.
Give me an idea of like helping people. How?
Well, like for the store, I love the daily interaction that happens. You know, people come in here and like I said, you don't know what they're going through. But sometimes they've just lost their husband, or they've had a bad day, or they're headed to a funeral, or sometimes they're just not feeling good about themselves and they got to go somewhere. And so it's great to be able to like help them find something that they feel good in, and just keep trying things on until like they hit it, and then they leave here feeling good about themselves. And I look good in this. And sometimes they don't want to take the time to do that because the first thing they try on that they don't like, so you go, wait, let's try this, and they end up feeling good about it.
I love that. That's amazing. So I'm going to ask you this. If you could do something else, what else would you do? What other career or what other job would you like to have if it wasn't this?
It's a close second because I'm kind of doing it anyway in my real life, but maybe remodeling. Because
Okay.
I have an interior design degree.
Oh, wow. Okay, tell me about that. Remodeling. So like residential, commercial, both?
Residential, I guess the sweet spot would be old houses, which we're about to undertake. We've got a house on Ohio, and it's a 1912 house, and we're currently putting our things in storage. We're going to live in a little guest house in the backyard and go at it.
So Celina, right now, we've talked about how crazy and amazing it is, and you're in such a great spot right here on the square and everything, but what does Celina mean to you?
Celina means home to me. Like I said, we were moving all the time, and when we landed here, it was an instant nostalgic home feeling, and we wanted to do everything we could to make it home and make it where we felt like we had really landed in our hometown, our forever town, so to speak.
And does it scare you or worry you, or are you embracing all of the growth right now?
I love the growth. I know it's hard for some people sometimes, but as long as the square stays the jewel of downtown, and we really are conscientious of what comes down here, and we keep that old town feeling, like you feel like you've stepped back in time a little bit, and it's small business, it's mom and pop feel, it's well done, and the EDC and city are doing a good job of that right now. I've been through several administrations, and I'm loving this one. They're doing a good job of creating that downtown feeling. Then you've got the best of both worlds. Then you've got this old town, kind of you're in the country, you've got a square that a lot of towns don't have anymore, but you're accessible to all the modern conveniences. It's the best of both worlds. It really is.
I'm going to switch gears on you just a little bit, and I'm going to throw you a couple of curveballs. And the first,
good.
Yeah, I know you're super excited. Trust, there's no girl talk involved. So, if you could only have one meal for the rest of your life,
Oh, this is going to be easy.
okay, tell me.
Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and fried okra.
Oh, you are such a Southern girl. That is crazy. That's awesome. If somebody was going to write a book about you, what would the title be? And let me throw one little curveball in there. It's your worst enemy writing the book.
She can't be stopped.
I love that. That is fantastic. Very, very good. So when you were growing up, obviously you didn't think, okay, one day I'm going to own a lifestyle boutique called Annie Jack. What did you think you were going to do when you were growing up?
Well, like all little girls, you hoped that you would get married, and I got to marry the man of my dreams. I literally had a crush on this man since 7th grade.
Wow.
Okay, true story. In school, so your notes between, your friends, if they got taken up by a teacher, we had code names, okay?
Right.
Hers was her Spanish name. Mine was Mrs. Baty.
Really?
That's how bad I had it for this man.
That's fantastic. I absolutely love that. Wow, what a great story. What a great life story.
Yeah.
It's real obvious why you are where you are, and that's just fantastic. So I have a little surprise for you, something that you don't know. I actually have a model coming in today that I would like for you to kind of dress up and maybe accessorize just a little bit. Would you mind doing that?
No, it's what we do.
Okay, all right. Well, I actually just heard the doorbell, and here he comes right now. All right, guys, we're cutting away from the microphone setup for the podcast in Annie Jack, and we're going to go to on-camera audio for the podcast. It's not going to sound quite as good, but you're going to understand what happened. Justin Steiner, one of the Celina City Councilmen, who's about 6'5" and 290 pounds, came walking in. And of course, that kind of caught Rachel Baty off guard. She had to dress him in an outfit and accessorize him. So if you want to actually see that video, go to the video link on celinaradio.com and you'll be able to see that. But for right now, let's go back to Annie Jack and Justin Steiner walking in the door.
Seriously? Okay, no way.
Well, hey, Rachel. Do you have anything that...
Okay, how did you get roped into this?
You expecting someone else?
Well.
So I'm looking for something for myself today, and I just didn't know if you had anything good that would fit me.
Okay, well, typically we don't do extra large, but I bet a kimono would work for you.
Kimono, okay.
Yes, let's try a kimono.
Sounds good.
First off, I need to ask you, are you okay with your arms showing?
Oh, yes. I have really defined arms, so I'm good with that.
Okay, so we can go sleeveless if you want. Okay.
Let's try that. Yeah.
Let's try a kimono.
I like this. Look at these colors. I like that.
Okay, let's try this one on ya.
Okay, all right.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. I'll try it. Okay.
There you go. Okay, let's see. Well, not terrible. All right, but I think you need a hat. This one's adjustable, so
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
I think that'd be...
That's the back
That's the
side
back.
right here, yeah.
Wow, look at that. That's actually really nice.
Okay, how about let's keep accessorizing and we
Perfect.
will do some jewelry.
Jewelry, okay.
You need jewelry, you need some bling. Okay, let's see, we got blues, we've got pinks. I'm not sure if this is,
Oh,
they
yes.
are stretched,
Yes,
but
I
you do have,
I don't know. I'm big boned.
yeah, yes, you have a big personality, as we like to say. Let's see. I
don't have my ears
these are
pierced.
gonna,
No,
oh yeah, I
okay.
don't do clip-ons.
I don't do it.
Let's see if this is gonna, let's see if that stretches.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, we've accessorized,
that.
well, maybe a necklace.
Maybe a necklace.
And if we pop your collar out,
Oh, that's perfect.
there, okay, there we go.
Okay.
Okay, now we need a necklace. Something long.
Maybe I should wear this for my last city council meeting. I think it'd be nice.
Okay, was this gonna fit over your
I
head?
think so. You got a big noggin.
Okay, there you go. Hat on. You're ready for anything. Anything.
Anything.
Yeah, anything. You were here.
Anything.
All right, guys, that was Rachel Baty. Rachel, thank you so very much. Rachel is such just a wonderful person. She's the magic behind Annie Jack on the Square, and she's such a kind heart. If you get a chance, stop in, say hello, grab a coffee, shop the store, sit out on the back patio, and just enjoy your day there. It's that kind of place. And of course, Justin, thank you so much for being such a good sport, coming in and doing that. I consider you a friend, and I'm very thankful for your your sense of humor. And guys, this is CelinaRadio.com. This is what we do. It's fun. This is not boring stuff. If you think that you've got something that you want to share with the world and maybe do an episode of CelinaRadio.com, go down to the bottom of the page and register as a guest. Or if not that, there's a little blue button that kind of floats around all over the website. You can click on that and leave us a message in real time. Either way, if you will, share the show with your friends, tell your friends about it, help us keep this podcast number one in Celina, Texas. And we're just extremely grateful for all of your help, everything you do, every time you listen, every time you share this. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. And I'm going to leave you the way I always do, with a very sincere God bless. And I'll see you on the next show.